Yeah. We ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped. Sitting high up on the stone. When my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day is the same.
All right, fam, smash that like button, especially. Come on into the door, smash that like button. Everyone, where's the like police at? Smash that like button, bish. Smash, smash, smash. Welcome to the Mancast. We're about to get into some theft, some fucking Friday. I hope your week was awesome. We're just getting started here. The week start, not the weekend. Just popping off. Oh yeah, baby. Oh. Everyone hit that like button together now. Let's get some gorillas to get started. Falcon's ready.
I like the terrestrial teaspoon.
Come on, like this video. Smash that like button, YouTube fam. Let's get into today's Mancast. Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, Ooh, welcome everyone to episode 1813 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yell hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode, and today's episode of the Mancast is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, fam, welcome. Make sure that you hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, remember this is a live stream show. The channel is The Daily Swole on YouTube. And of course, you can catch the Mancast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It is Fuck'em Friday, the day that you delete, unfollow, unfriend, and just kind of cut all the bullshit out of your life. If you got bullshit in your life, you have family members, you have friends that just suck a big old fat one, it's time to get rid of that nonsense because pillar number one is community. It's your environment. It's what you surround yourself with. So today is a reminder, if you have not yet cleaned up your inner circle, it's time to make that happen today. And of course, you can download your free copy over at swolenormousx.com. But before we actually get into that, if you want the Summer Swole special, it's swolenormousx.com/summerswole. It ends on Sunday. So 2 days remaining to jump on the early bird special 3-month and annual options. Check it out, swolenormousx.com/summerswole. We do have some announcements. So as all of you drop in the comments below what you're smashing today, let's talk about some of the new shit we got going on before we get into the tip. We got some 5 years of Swole coming up on May 8th. So get some gorillas. So this will be a privately streamed event. 5 years of the Daily fucking Swole. 5 years. Cinco fucking años coming up on May 8th, 2021. And like I said, we will have a little clip contest, and the winner of the clip, we're going to put a little mashup together. It's going to be a private streamed episode. We are going to reminisce on the last 5 years of making sick fucking gains live every day. So make sure that you are there if you want to join. Again, check out the Summer Swole special. The link is also in the show notes below if you are only going to be listening to this, but we'll put that in the post description as well. Let's go on. We got some other things. We got thin privilege versus swole privilege today. I think we all opt for swole privilege. This is a brand new video available now over on the Swolenormous YouTube channel. And of course, check out the other shows. We got a brand new Swolenormous audio experience today as well. More gorillas, a lot of them to get started with today's episode. brand new audio experience that actually reflects a little bit what we did last night. We had our masterclass last night inside X, and it was great. Had a great rant about reproductive health. We dropped some new apparel that's available now on swolenormousapparel.com. We do have all our taint gear is now available, so you can jump on that. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the integration and the isolation and the importance of having attention and paying attention and addressing all the muscular and joint imbalances in the body. So we talked a lot about that last night, but really what the impact of having imbalances in the lower leg, specifically the foot and ankle complex and the calf complex. So we talked a lot about that last night. It's a big deal. It's a very big deal. And it's very, very, very important that you start addressing this in your training. So check out the latest drop on the Swolenormous audio experience. A bunch of you just checked that out. The Swolenormous audio experience. So make sure you go and subscribe to that Mancast as well. Check out our other channels. We got all the clips going down for you on the Swolenormous channel. Of course, you're watching this live on the Daily Swole. And check out our other channels, as you can see right here. We got the Clips channel, we got Swolenormous Pro, and we got the Papa Swolio channel. And let's see, a clip that we just dropped today here on the Daily Swole. Fat activist that can't handle the truth dropping out of obesity prevention class. Obesity prevention. Why would we want to take away our ability to play the victim? Why would we want to take away obesity? It's so healthy for you. Can't you be healthy at every size?
That's fucking bullshit.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Anyway, like one can hope, right? Anyway, check out all those new drops. Make sure you check out the brand new Swolenormous audio experience. That's a podcast that you can listen to wherever you're listening to this. If you're just listening, you can check that out. Apple Podcast, Spotify, all that good stuff. That being said, a lot of you are just tuning in. We got the tip to bust out, and we got a little sexy beach. We have to get out of that nut, so put some respect on it. While we bust this nut wide open, please respect that shit. Quiet Falcon, settle down. Spiked hair. Oh my God, Leo again? Yeah, I guess cheers, bro. Like, my God, every day. It is Friday. Leo's like, at least I can get my drink on. Well, Leo gets started early. That's like this. Leo's been drinking since Monday and Sunday, and he drinks every day. He's always boozing. So hashtag save Leo. Let's make sure that that guy's liver is going to be destroyed. My God. Anyway, hashtag Pfeff. This is some fire shit. Let's get some gorillas. That's some fucking fire right there.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
Put that nutsack on the drum set. Look at that sexy beach. Look at that hair. My goodness. Hashtag Pfeff. Delete, unfollow, unfriend, block out all the noise. Tighten up that circle. So let's do this. Let's do this. As we get into the tip today, make sure you're dropping the comments below. We always got to do a little bit of an assessment. We got to do a little bit of an assessment. We got to kind of go around the room, make sure everyone is fucking focused. Are you focused? Are you focused? The Daily Swole podcast will get you fucking yoked. Your ear holes are going to get absolutely yoked just by listening to this live stream. Now, that being said, I want to know what you did this week to narrow your circle. I want to know what you did this week to tighten your shit up. Drop that in the comments below. And let's get into that motherfucking tip, shall we? It's time. It is time. Just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. It is time, fam, for some Swole fam sweet fucking action.
What's in the box?
Let's get into that juicy juice. We got one from Adam today to get us started. What's up, Beaches? Hi, all. My name is Adam. I am not new to the fitness lifestyle, but I am new to accountability. I am addicted to the American diet, specifically sugar, and my weight constantly fluctuates. Sometimes I feel ashamed, other times I just say screw it, and that's why I'm here. I'm tired of throwing in the towel. I'm looking forward to you all joining me in making permanent change. Let's do this together, fam. That's a cocky beach right there. I like it. I love how Adam's coming into a brand new community for him and saying, I'm looking forward to all of you joining me. I like that. Adam, I think you're joining us, but I like that mentality. You're like, I'm fucking doing this. Are you going to keep up with me? I like it. So Adam, you are setting yourself up for some serious accountability. Now we're holding you to it. Let's fucking get after it. Let's get after it. Welcome, Adam. Drop some biceps and gorillas in the comments for Adam down below. We're getting started. What a great fef. We're going into this weekend strong. All right, Bradley from inside the Swolenormous X discussion boards. Hello, everyone. My name is Bradley, and I am relatively new to the fitness world. I've always been the skinny kid who has tried and tried to gain muscle mass, but was never successful due to a combination of not eating right and being inconsistent with my training. I got serious with fitness about 5 months ago and have since gained 9 pounds of lean muscle. I am here to continue on my journey by improving my community, learning new ways to improve my diet, and explore the world of yoga and mobility. Absolutely. Oh, fucking fantastic. I love it. I love it, Brad. Biceps and gorillas again. Yow, 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 yow. Learning new ways to improve my diet. Well, it's time. You've always been the skinny kid who is trying to gain muscle mass. Oh, it's time to lift big and eat big. And remember, when it comes to building muscle mass, I didn't eat I didn't eat the way. I certainly didn't eat the way that I'm eating now when I was bulking, and I wish I was, because I definitely put on body fat as well. But eating is a job. It's a full-time job. And if you think you're going to put on muscle, if you think you're going to bulk up, if you think you're going to get fucking yoked and you're just going to be kind of paying loose attention to your nutrition, you are sorely mistaken. The eating is more important than the actual training. I mean, you need the training. They're all important. It's hard to say it's equal. It's more important. It's just a concept, but you need to be putting as much attention, if not more, on your nutrition. And it's so easy when you know what's right for you. When you know the foods that work best for you, when you've optimized your nutrition, all you do is just keep on going, right? You just keep on going. You just keep on going. You just keep on going. Like, I just eat my food every day. I eat the food that works for my body. I just fuel up and I move on. It's delicious. It's nutritious. I get what I need and I move on with my life and I focus on the other areas. You need to be consistent. If you're always thinking about a new recipe and mixing it up and changing it up, and you're spending so much decision energy in your brain, it's so stressful to always be, you don't have to be mixing it up all the time. You just need to get your nutrients, period, end of story, which is why I love organ meats, which is why I love the food that I eat. And that's why I'm trying to spread the knowledge to everyone with the elimination diet that you can customize your nutrition. You have control over that, and no one else can do it for you. You got to do it for yourself. Let's see here. Donnie McD. Hi there. My name is Donovan. This is from the private Swole Fam Discord. I'm 28 going on 29. I'm a musical theater actor with a server gig as a survival job. I'm 171 pounds and 5 foot 8 inches tall. I went from being super fat to super skinny when doing keto. Then I started to lift, regaining the weight in muscle, only to start regaining fat during my relapse during quarantine. I am looking to stay accountable and losing the weight and keeping it off forever. That's what I like to hear. Well, fuck that quarantine bullshit. Fuck that quarantine bullshit. Now you're in the Swole Fam. You're in the Swole Fam now. Swole Fam was crushing it during quarantine. And hell, a lot of people are still under quarantine now. Are any of you actually still under lockdown? Drop that in the comments. Anyone watching? And if you are, where do you live? Well, you have to give me your address, but where are you located and what's your current situation with lockdowns or quarantines? Most places are wide open. Most places are wide open. Should be, or getting there. So hopefully it keeps on going. But now you're in the right place, Donnie McD. It's time to start for the last time. Why start and then just quit? It's time for you to fucking put your head down and make it happen. All right, we got one from Gethin. Gethin writes, just finished watching last night's podcast. I wish I could have been there live, but the time difference, I was already in bed by then. I listened to what you had to say, so the pictures below are the positions I can't do without a great deal of pain. The left one, I can do these positions with only a slight bit of pain, which is bearable. So I can't really do any kneeling unless the top of my foot doesn't, and this is hard to understand if you're listening. So would you still recommend the yin? Yes. Will I still get the same benefits to help with recovery and mobility? Yin is great. Absolutely. Yin is fantastic. I'm not sure what I'm looking at. To be honest, I'm not sure what I'm even looking at with this picture. I can't do... Yeah, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. You can still do yin. Obviously, avoid any position in a class you can't do. Post it up in the group, and we're happy to give you an alternate if one. So it's really hard to break that down, but a lot of you can fill in on that as well. But thank you for following up with that, and I'm glad that it helped so far. And you can definitely modify and swap out movements and positions, so you might just give you something to swap out. All right. As you know, it's very important to Joe Rogan's episode. I believe it was it 1613 or 1618? I think it was 1618 because just transportation, everything, which is actually something that's correlated with, and this is very, very, shit, what a fucking intro. And chemicals have on the human body. This shit struck a chord, and I had a total washed to believe all these products. I see it more than ever now. With a 12-pack of plastic Pepsi bottles, and thought to myself, fuck, you're gonna die, bitch. What the fuck are you going to consume right now? Question everything out there, fam, because I know as I've gotten older and now have a family, a lot. There are going to be huge changes in my home from here on out. Listen to Papa and make sure you inform yourselves by listening to Joe Rogan's podcast number 1638. We need to spread the word. I know I've already been messaging people I know to listen, and the results are the same. Hashtag save the taint. Hashtag Swole fam. Question everything. Knowledge cog. Don't be a beesh. And taint size matters. That's what I'm talking about. And because we just launched that, let me bring this up over here. Really excited. We announced it yesterday, but this is now available. Now available. Hold on a second. Let me just bring this up. Now available inside the Swolenormous apparel store. Let me just get this over here. No, can I? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, that doesn't open up. Hold on a second. Let me bring this over here. All right. Can I open that up? Very good. All right. There we go. So very excited to announce here, available now at swolenormousapparel.com. What we got from fam.
What's in the box?
We got some brand new gear. That's right. We got Taint Length Matters. That's got to be my favorite shirt of all time. Taint Length Matters. Hashtag save the taint. We got the taint movement going on right now. Hashtag save the taint. And of course, just a straight up taint. It goes well with your Kegels shirts. You get the Kegels, you got the taint. It's all in the same area. Locks it all down. Taint Length Matters. So now you can get your gear over at swolenormousapparel.com. Brand new tainty release. And this is going to go really well with a Tainty Magooch shirt, which we'll have to launch. We will have to launch a Tainty Magooch. Because you all know to not be a beast, not to be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. But that's on Tuesdays. That's on Tuesdays. So get your gear over there. Taint Length Matters. Hashtag save the taint. And of course, just straight up, just some fucking taint. Straight up fucking taint. Nothing like it. So get your gear. swolenormousapparel.com. Fucking awesome. So anyway, listen to what Jen said. Listen to what Jen said, and make sure you go listen to that episode. We got a different Jen inside Discord. What's up, Swole fam? What's up, Jen? My name is Jen. What gave it away? I'm a 24-year-old EMT. I'm 5'6" and weigh 210 pounds. I've dropped around 66 pounds from my highest weight, but I'm currently trying to drop some more, and I'm thinking of doing a bodybuilding competition. Oh, very nice. I'm super hyped to be here, and I'm ready to get this weight off. Awesome. Yow.
He's heating up. He's on fire.
Very nice. Bodybuilding competition. Very nice. We got one from Kelly. The past few days, I felt like much at the gym is quite like it should be. Not managing quite as much weight or as many reps, whatever. So I've dialed things back a bit as needed. I make up my mind on what I'm going to work on when I get there. If I start squats, but I feel weak, I switch to something else, or I'll drop to a slightly lower weight and try again. It's been helping me to keep consistently hitting the gym. I got the thumbs up from my trainer the other day as he reminded me that even if I feel like I'm not progressing, my numbers have all gone up, reps, sets, weights, and times. So we worked out together with him guiding me as needed, which was pretty cool. I'm taking into consideration that my fluctuations in ability may be related to my cycle, so I'll just push on through as my body allows and enjoy the journey. Good for you. Yeah, just remember when it comes to you're not progressing, how are you gauging that, right? Progress can be gauged by many different metrics. So don't get caught up with a number on the scale. When you first start training, strength goes up, performance goes up long before you start seeing a lot of physical weight loss or muscle building. So it's a lot of like coordination and neuromuscular efficiency at the beginning. So very nice, very nice. So everyone, make sure you smash that like button and drop some comments down below with what you got going on in your life, what you're deleting and unfollowing, because today is Fuck 'em Friday after all. We got Sexy Beesh over here. Look at that Sexy Beesh. Dun 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 dun. Earthquake! Oh no! Fucking awesome! Look at that Sexy Beach. Look at that hair, Don King style. All right, hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll give that away at the end of today's episode. But we got some questions. We got some time for questions. All right, so let's take a couple. I feel like we haven't gotten to questions in a while. You could drop your question in the comments below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio, and we'll get into a couple from Instagram. And then those of you that are watching live, you can drop questions as well. This one's from Noor Zay. Papa Swolio, how do I do pull-ups? Wow. Can we get any more vague? Well, you can practice doing pull-ups. I would recommend, rather than use a band or one of those machines, to do isometrics and negatives. And that is something that most people miss out on. They try to do pull-down machine with cables, or they strap a band to their foot and think that's going to help them get stronger. And it can in some aspects, but it's much better doing isometric holds at the top at different parts of the range of motion and doing negatives, and even practicing that with inverted rows as you get stronger. And you could build yourself up there. If doing it, just stepping up to a bar and doing negatives is too much for you, you can start with a TRX. You can start with a Smith or a squat rack, safely done. Obviously, you don't want the bar sliding off the rack, so you can load the bar with weight or do it against where the J hooks are. So you can do your inverted rows in that way. So very effective, and I prefer that to those assisted machines and such like that. Smokey, what are the appropriate exercises for chest and back? That's super vague. I mean, that's an easy Google, or we have all that inside Swolenormous X. So, appropriate exercises: bench, incline, flat, flies, push-ups, rows, pull-ups, T-bar rows, deadlifts. I mean, there's so many exercises. There's so many appropriate exercises. It's just too vague to really answer. You could follow up if you have something more specific. We got one from Riche 108. Papa Swolio, how do you calculate how many calories you should have in a day to lose weight? You eat less. If you're not losing weight, you're eating less. But here, before, you can calculate. There's many online calculators. You can just look it up, do a Google, a calorie weight loss and, maintenance calories. It's only going to be an approximation. So it's not going to be completely accurate unless you actually do a kind of like metabolic rate test with an exercise physiologist, for example. But what's more important than how many calories is that the food quality is more important. And I will keep on saying this for the rest of my life. Food quality is more important than the quantity. Most people are just wrapped up with calorie numbers. But again, if you listen to the podcast I just talked about, Joe Rogan 1638, if you listen to what environmental hazards and what plastics in your diet and phthalates and petroleum-based products and these waste products from actually refining oil is doing to your body, not to mention blue light, EMFs. You also have inflammatory foods and sensitivities, all these different things that completely change the language spoken inside your body and creates a lot of dysfunction, a lot of metabolic dysfunction, reproductive dysfunction, all these things that will relate to your endocrine system being able to function and actually losing weight more efficiently. If you eliminate all these issues with your environment, it's going to be easier for your body to get rid of extra fat. If your body is confused and your endocrine system and your organs are getting the wrong signals, I don't care how many calories you're eating, it's going to be harder for you to lose weight. So a lot of people that don't understand that it's not just adding calories in, calories out, you need to make sure you are addressing these other issues. So rather than just eating less of a shit diet or a suboptimal diet, make sure you're addressing that first, and then you can fuck around with the calorie quantity, because it's going to make many more improvements in your life if you focus on quality. And then the quantity is probably the easiest thing to handle after that. Legit. Let's see. That real estate dog guy. What a name. That real estate dog guy. Hey, have you heard about that real estate dog guy? Yeah, I have. He's on Instagram, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Nice. Nice guy. Really nice guy. Papa Swole, do you really need cardio? Fasting worth the aggravation? Oh, we got a couple bogeys here.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
We got a couple bogeys here. Do you really need cardio? Well, it depends on the context. Do you need it for what? I mean, when you're walking, you're doing, like when I'm sitting here, I'm aerobic right now. My body is oxidizing fat primarily, not in a large quantity, but I'm sedentary. So I'm pretty much utilizing 95 to 100% fat for energy right now because I'm at a low intensity, long duration. And that's what determines what energy source your body is going to utilize. Are you doing intense exercise? Are you at a lower intensity? And what's the duration of that activity? And your body will shift back between various forms of energy substrates. For example, if I just get up and start doing some squat jumps, my body's going to tap into the creatine phosphate and the glycolytic system. But as I'm sitting here at a low intensity, just talking to all of you, I'm not utilizing a high amount of calories, but the actual energy substrate will be through fat oxidation. And that's just what your body does to maximize energy output and to maximize the return on what you're utilizing. So it's just evolution. So needing cardio, it depends on what you're doing cardio for and what the context of the word need. But I do cardiovascular activity, but I prefer not to go just running down the street for fucking miles and miles. I like sprints. I like plyometrics. If that's something where you don't have any kind of postural imbalances and you can do them safely. When you're overweight, you're trying to lose a lot of weight, you should not be doing plyometrics or a lot of running because you're putting a lot of stress on an imbalanced system that is going to put you at high risk for injury or like tendonitis or any kind of like pain and discomfort and stress on the body because you don't have good posture yet. And you have a lot of extra weight that's slamming down on your joints. So kettlebell work, mace bell, Indian clubs, I like that kind of stuff more than doing just straight standard cardio. I like actually getting sweaty and, yoga, stuff like that. That's much more challenging, much more beneficial than just running endlessly. But I do like walking and that kind of stuff. In other words, if you enjoy the cardio, that's fine, but I would not use it as a main focus of what you have to do every day. I would use that as a seasoning, like you're putting a little salt on a steak. It's not the steak, but it's a seasoning that can add a little bit more enjoyment and maybe fill out some other things in your life. And it has to be something that that would positively affect your life. I think cardiovascular capacity is important, but to the extent that people obsess over cardio, it's not all that. It's not something that you have to like kill yourself over. It's much more important to be lifting, practicing mobility, and all these other types of strength training and mobility, and then adding in just boring ass fucking cardio, if that's something that you're interested in. But there's many more enjoyable forms of cardiovascular activity that will benefit your cardiovascular system that won't be just repetitive movements over and over again. But walking's fine, sprinting's fine. Just long distance running is just much more risk than it's worth for the vast majority of people. Vast majority. You really need to be very, very, very well trained to start going. And most people just get on their running shoes and go running. That's why most people get hurt or they quit. It's just not the ideal approach to get what most people want as a result. Fasting's fine. It's not fasting worth the aggravation. There's no aggravation. If you're getting aggravated, you're probably just not fat adapted. Fasting's amazing. Not eating breakfast is fantastic. Skipping food for one day is totally normal and good for you. You shouldn't be stuffing your face all the time. There's many different ways to eat. So I usually don't eat earlier in the day. I have time restricted eating window and that works well for me. Let's see here. Matthew, pull-ups question is turning into intermittent fasting as to the frequency of times asked. Have any of these people ever watched past episodes? Probably not. Let's see here. Alex Bennett. Don't forget, people are also asking questions on Instagram. They probably just followed me from TikTok. They don't know I have a podcast. Everyone's like, hey man, do you have a podcast? It's like, I got the fucking podcast, fam. We got the fucking podcast.
Don't forget to watch where the sun don't shine.
All right, question from Alex Bennett live on YouTube. Papa Swole, I started focusing on my health a month ago. I've already lost 20 pounds. Holy shit. Haven't skipped any meals, just eating healthy and going to the fucking gym. Are there any negative side effects to losing weight that fast? Not at that rate. That's pretty normal if you have a lot of weight to lose, and everyone's going to have a different response time. So if you're doing everything right, losing an elevated amount of weight in the first month or first several weeks is normal, but you're going to plateau. The problem is a lot of people, you don't want to lose too fast, because if you're losing a lot of water weight, so I get there are negative side effects. If you lose too much weight, it's usually not just fat, it's a lot of water, so you can get dehydrated. So if you lose too large of a percentage of your body weight, maybe before a workout or before some type of intense activity, you could be suffering from more dehydration. Just make sure you're drinking plenty of water, because that's often the majority of what weight you're losing. You're losing body fat, but also a lot of extra water weight. If you're cutting out carbohydrates more, water attaches to carbohydrate molecules essentially. So when you're flushing out that, you're getting rid of a lot of water. So there's other aspects too. Just make sure you're hydrating properly. But that's about 5 pounds a week. Okay, that's a lot, but that's not 5 pounds of fat. So you're losing a lot of water weight too. Just understand, a lot of people get wrapped up with that and then get discouraged when the next month they only lose 8 pounds. But that's good. 1 to 2 pounds a week of body fat is fantastic. And understand, you're also losing some water weight too. So don't get wrapped up with the number per se, but just don't expect it to keep up. Because if you just lose 20 pounds every fucking month, you're just going to be, negative pounds? You're not just going to waste away to nothing. So it's going to plateau. It's going to ease down. Just make sure you're focusing on those proper habits and you're not doing anything to cut corners, because then you might just cut corners doing a crash diet, sucking down fit tea and stuff. The weight's just going to come right back because you're just pretty much using it as a diuretic. And then once you start eating some real food again, it's just the weight just comes right back. Let's see here. Mel, Papa Swolio, what do you think about men shaving their chest? I used to do that a while ago. I don't do that shit anymore. I used to. It just became like, why? Why was I doing it? A lot of people do that because that you look leaner in many ways. You shave and then you get a tan, you dry out that subcutaneous water, you can see more, more definition. But usually if you're shaving yourself to see more definition, unless you're a professional bodybuilder, you're just not lean or muscular enough. Okay. You shouldn't be shaving to see more definition. You can see plenty of definition with hair if you actually are lean enough or are muscular enough. So what do I think about it? Yeah, I mean, people generally go through that phase, but then when you decide you actually want to be like a man again, you just stop doing it. So it is what it is. Everyone's preference, but yeah, too much soy in the nutrition gets into people's heads. Once you start eating just meat and organs again, all of a sudden you're like, huh? And just hair just sprouts out instantly. It's just like an instant chia pet. Now, your preference, if you want to do it. I used to shave all the stuff, shave my legs. I used to do all that. You trim it down, but then I stopped actually using a razor because I didn't like the razor burn. So I just started to trim it low because it was easy and it had like just a low level of hair, which was cool. It's like, all right, it wasn't like catching. It wasn't itchy. It wasn't getting bumpy. And then I'm just like, I just stopped caring a while. I just get over it. Let's see. Cerny, any plans for another muscle masterclass anytime soon? Everyone seemed to really like it, including me. I appreciate that. How did you all like the muscle masterclass last night? We have a bunch in the masterclass section, but that was the first live one that we've done in a while, but we're going to do a lot more of them. So that one, in future masterclasses, I want to jump like right in to the masterclass and jump right into it. But yesterday was really important because I had to rant. I had to rant about that episode. I didn't want to wait another moment to let all of you know about the Joe Rogan episode, just so you can listen to it. So we went on that for a while. But yeah, there's going to be definitely more. And I want to maybe do like a poll, what you all want to learn more about. But I want to change the format of it. So yesterday I just wanted to get started and go over some certain muscles. But I think for upcoming ones, I want to use that similar type format, but also change the question. In other words, approach it like trying to strengthen your pull-ups and, integrate it much more with different concepts. So for example, the next ones, like I mentioned, I want to talk more about like movement impairments and tightness around certain areas and which muscles to strengthen and which exercises can really target that. Kind of like what we did last night, but make it a little bit more critical thinking in terms of, hey, if you're leaning forward too much, here's the reason why, little approaches like that, and talk more about certain areas of the body or certain concepts, and then discuss the individual muscles that would be focused on that area, rather than just talk about a muscle and go from there, talk about a macro concept and then go deeper from there. So we're definitely going to be doing a lot more of those. But drop a comment down below. And this was last night. This was 1812 yesterday. So that's available in priority access, and the masterclass aspect and the masterclass section of yesterday's private live stream was clipped out, and it's available in the masterclass section for unlimited members. So you get access to that too. But if you are a Swole fan member, remember you can watch it as part of the entire episode inside priority access. So excellent. It was amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Got some great feedback from it. It was great. Excellent. Thank you, Bandit. Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Thank you. Shoulders will be good. Agreed. Awesome. So I think what we'll do is I'll probably do some type of poll, maybe get some feedback in the private group, and just get a couple ideas, and then we can pose a poll and do a vote and then lay it down. So I think that'd be a great place, like what you're all curious and what topics you want covered. And then, because sometimes some of those topics maybe could be combined into one class. And of course, this won't be the only one that we talked about in terms of the calf complex. We'll talk about more things, but I definitely want to integrate some more exercises and, different tutorials as a part of those master classes. So absolutely, we will be doing more of those. Absolutely. It was great. It was great. It was fantastic. I loved it. Let's see. Any more questions live? That was good. If you have questions live, you can drop them. We got one from Mr. Anderson over on the Instagram. Zach Anderson, 99. Papa Swolio, how much water, with 2 T's, how much water should you drink per day? Good question. You can drop what you drink in a day. I don't personally measure mine. I just drink a lot, but a good place to start is at minimum, half your body weight in ounces. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to drink at least 75 ounces a day. That's a great starting point. Now, it depends on other things like your lean mass, depends on your exercise output. It depends on just your individual composition, what works best for you. Some people just require more water, or you feel like you need a little bit more, a little bit less. You feel like you perform better one way or the other. And also your environment. So I live in Florida, so it's hot. You're sweating like crazy. And you're always sweating anyway. Even when you're inside, you don't feel sweaty. You're still sweating. You're still giving off. But when you live in a hot environment, you just need more. More is coming out. More needs to go in. Just keep that in mind. And also, you need some other minerals too. So I usually have, my filtered water from the fridge or from our pure filter. And then I put some Celtic sea salt in there to make sure I'm getting my minerals. So you could drop, if you measure, you could drop it in the comments below. But I would say for sure I'm getting a gallon a day easily. That being said, take another sip right there. All right. Any more questions? Let's see what we got. We got one more. Got time for another one? Whoa. All right. Let's take one more. Gethin Fitness. I have bad ankles, currently in a space boot. I wonder if it's the same Gethin. Is it worth doing mobility training on the good one? So you're in a space boot. Like, did you hurt your ankle? Yeah, it's always worth doing mobility. What I would recommend anyone, I'll kind of answer a question that wasn't technically asked here, but anyone that has an ankle injury, maybe you have a sprained ankle or something and you're healing it, or you've had it before, maybe in the past 5 years, 10 years, you sprain your ankle. If you didn't do therapy and you don't do glute isolation exercises, that's very important, because when you sprain your ankle, what happens is it hurts. So you start limping, you start putting more pressure on your opposite leg. So your hips are going to hike. Your hips are going to become imbalanced because you're putting more pressure on the, quote, healthier leg. So what that does is it overstresses one limb and can actually make that more susceptible for an injury because you're overusing it. You're putting extra pressure on that healthy leg. Not to mention your gait, your actual tracking through your gait, which is gait, G-A-I-T, walking your glutes are not going to be firing well, because if you're limping, putting your pressure on your good leg, you're not tracking through that injured leg. So that glute becomes imbalanced and that glute becomes weak. And then you have imbalance in your hip, which will lead to imbalance in your lats, which can lead to imbalance in your shoulders, which can lead to pain in your neck. It can also lead down your kinetic chain and have issues with your knee or your ankle again in the future. So make sure that you are doing glute activation. If you have bad ankles and you injured your ankles, you can still work on your glutes. Even if you're in a boot or something like that, you might still be able to do hip bridges or do like standing on the good leg, doing some kickbacks with a band, even around your boot. As long as there's no pain and you're cleared for exercise, you can do some glute activation, even keeping off your injured leg. So just some thoughts right there. All right. I'm seeing some water in the comments. I mean, drink that water, fam. Drink that water. I think someone asked about where the water breaks go. It's like they didn't go anywhere. You just have to hit, lightning has to strike and you have to call for it. It's not like an automatic. You're not fucking just too goddamn entitled, fam. You beaches are too fucking entitled with your water breaks. You don't just get a water break. You have to earn it and it has to be right. The feeling has to be right. And if the feeling's not right, you ain't gonna get one. So go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh. All right. Hashtag Fef for a chance to win today's motherfucking Swole card. It's time to get into some stories. It's time to go balls deep, fam. Are you ready? Ooh, I see people dropping some shit. Is it time? Ooh.
That's deep.
That's deep.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
You know the thing, fam. You know the thing. Oh my God. All right. Clown show. The fucking circus. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Everyone take a moment right now and hit that like button, especially if you're watching on YouTube. Makes all the difference. Like button. Subscribe every single day on the Daily Swole YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe, bish. Live every fucking day. Don't miss out on that. I am telling you, don't miss out on... Whoa, what was that? Yes, kitty. Kitty wants a water break. She's back. All right, here we go, fam. Here we go. Get your water ready, everyone. You got 10 seconds to get your water. You got 10 fucking seconds. 10 seconds. Got some chill beats. All right, everyone, get your water. Get it ready. It's time to fucking go ham bone Jones in 3, 2, schwam. Dance time. Oh shit. Chug it. Go. 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 God damn it, you bee. Good kitty. Good kitty. Oh, it's all over my body. Oh, it's literally all over. Oh, it's dropping onto my ball sack. Oh, God. Oh, that was bad. That was a bad burp. That was messy. That was messy. All right. All right. Calm down. Hold on. Hold on a second.
Come on. Stop whining.
Yeah, stop whining. Chill out. Hold on. All right. Hold on a second. Oh, God. Fuck yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I see you, baby. I see you. You. Oh, my God. That was good. Jesus Christ. Fuck. That's where the burps came from originally. A lot of you are probably new and you missed the water break. Some of you are probably like, what the fuck was that? That was a classic. That's a throwback. The fam's got a call for it. But man, that's what started the burps. Because every time I'm chugging water, then all of a sudden I just gotta let it rip. Just gotta let it rip. Oh God, that felt good though. That felt good. So we actually, when it comes to some shit posts, let's talk about some freakish Skynet type shit. All right. So, you're getting tracked everywhere. You're online. All of a sudden now everyone's calling, or you're hearing in these blue states, everyone's calling for vaccine passports. Yeah, sure. Everyone wants to be up your fucking ass, Black Mirror style. So check this out. This is what we got.
What's in the box?
You can thank Big Daddy Amazon here for this. Amazon rolls out Pay by Palm at select Whole Foods stores near its Seattle HQ. Pay by Palm. So this comes just before you get the nice chip in your wrist, right? Like a good boy or girl. You can just scan your fucking hand. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Very good. Very nice. Amazon will let customers pay for their groceries at Whole Foods locations with a swipe of their palms. Amazon's rolling out Pay by Palm technology at some grocery stores. The technology, called Amazon One, lets shoppers scan the palm of their hand and connect it to a credit card or Amazon account. After the initial setup, which Amazon claims takes less than a minute, shoppers can scan their hand at the register to pay for groceries without having to open their wallets. Oh, what a stressful fucking experience. What a stressful...
Come on, stop whining.
What a stressful experience opening your wallet. Oh, the horror. I will say that's a lot better than being behind that woman who's paying with like 75 coupons and writing out a check for like $4. Remember that shit back in the day? I mean, it probably happens now, but who uses it? When's the last time you wrote a fucking check? When's the last time you wrote a fucking check? I don't even have any checks. So there you go right there. Very nice. Very nice. According to the Amazon One website, no two palms are alike, which means it can't be used by anyone but you. Quote, one reason that palm recognition is considered more private than some biometric alternatives because you can't determine a person's identity by looking at an image of their palm. Yeah, unless you link it to their fucking identity. I don't understand what that means. However, fingerprints, also long believed to be unique to individuals, have recently come under fire in the criminal justice system. Judge Pollack made headlines with the ruling fingerprint identification was not a legitimate form of scientific evidence in the January 2002 case of United States versus Liera Plaza. No idea what the fuck that is, but if any of you law junkies, you can go and check that out. What do you think, fam? What do you think? I just added the cheering. No.
You a full retard, man.
Yeah, I don't think that's not a good step. I don't know. What if they cut off your hand? Booger Bubble, so I couldn't go shop for my grandma anymore because I use her card for groceries. Well, if you just link her card to your palm, or however that fucking works. I don't think it's just your palm. They're just rolling that out as like one form of payment. But yeah, I don't know about that. Fuck that. A new meaning for palm readers. Yeah, nice one.
Yow.
Nice one. Very nice. Okay. So we got some more news that's important. And I think we should be discussing this. So a lot of you, I don't know, how many of you have gotten, just posting this out there because maybe you haven't heard it, but it does go hand in hand with your health and all this other stuff. How many of you have gotten your, or gotten a or the, whatever, however you want to call it. How many of you have gotten a vaccine? How many of you have gotten the vid vaccine? If you have, something that's important to understand and to talk about. This came up the other day, so we're just covering it now because we had some private episodes. Scientists launch study to find out if the vid-19 vaccines are causing period changes after hundreds of women notice irregularities. So let's read through a couple things, some of the bullet points. Dr. Catherine Clancy and Dr. Catherine Lee said they both experienced abnormal periods after getting the vaccine. When they described their experiences on Twitter, hundreds of women replied that their menstrual cycles were abnormal following the shot. So now these doctors have launched a study, including a survey in which women can document their menstrual experiences after vaccination. And as of Monday, more than 25,000 women have completed the questionnaire. Experts say there is currently no documented link between the vid vaccine and periods and no danger in getting the jab. Of course, they're going to say that the last time, or then how much you should trust, quote, experts. I'll leave that up to you and put that in the air. I say don't trust anyone unless do your own fucking research. Seriously, do your own fucking research. Don't just listen to an expert because they went to school being taught by someone who graduated from school in the 1920s. All right. You have a 50 or 60-year-old doctor. Yeah, they went to school like 60 fucking years ago, 50 years ago. Yeah, we've learned a lot in the last 30, 40, 50 years. So just take that with a grain of salt. Anyway, so let's see here. Dr. Catherine Clancy, an associate professor at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, and Dr. Catherine Lee, a postdoctoral scholar in public health sciences at Washington University of Medicine in St. Louis, received their shots earlier this year. Both women noticed that aside from the usual side effects, such as a pain at the injection site, they also had temporary changes in their menstrual cycles. Quote, "Our survey cannot tell us anything about the prevalence or the number of people who are affected," she said. "What we can do is look for associations and trends that help us direct whatever the next study would be." End quote. There is currently little to no research about how vaccines could affect periods, although some suggest because immunizations stress the immune system, a person's menstrual cycle could be responding to that. Experts say none of the vaccines approved by the U.S. FDA, Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, reported any changes to menstrual cycles during clinical trials. They add that there is currently no danger in getting the vaccine and no reason to skip it. Except fucking up your period and blood clots and all these other things that they're finding out. So if you want to be if you want to be a lab rat, go do it. I'm just saying, like, it's common sense. There's not a lot of research on this. It's new. It's new. Straight up. It's new. It's new. I mean, if you want to wait 5 or 10 years and roll the dice on that, it's up to you. Dr. Ranit Mishori, a professor of family medicine at Georgetown University and a senior medical advisor at Physicians for Human Rights, said she has heard anecdotal reports of excessive bleeding, but has not come across any cases herself. Quote, "I really salute the person who is trying to study this," she told the Daily Mail, "but at this point, there is no rigorous data that shows this is a phenomenon. There is no strong data that this is associated with the vaccine." Mishori said that increased bleeding is fairly common in women of reproductive age, occurring in about 14 to 15%. She explained, yeah, but since getting that, like, just conveniently, she explained there are many reasons for irregular periods, including stress, hormonal issues, certain medications, vaccine, clotting disorders, or thyroid disorders. I'm just saying, I'm just putting out the facts, but adding some humor in there as well. But yeah, it leads to more thought, right? It leads to more thought. It leads to more questions, which means these questions need answers. And I'll talk about that in a second. However, it is too early to suggest a link between temporary menstrual cycles, changes, and vaccinations until a larger study is conducted. Mishori said a survey is a good first step, but that irregular bleeding needs to be compared between women who got the shot and those who didn't to see if there's a trend, obviously. She added that she hopes anecdotal reports do not dissuade women from being vaccinated. Quote, "Absolutely get the vaccine. The benefits of being vaccinated against COVID are enormous. It could be life-saving, whereas irregular bleeding is generally not life-threatening in the majority of cases. Quote, I think the benefits of getting the vaccine outweigh the potential inconvenience or potential issues. Also, I'm just going to add there, most women that still get their period are not at high risk for the vid. So that kind of goes hand in hand right there. You know, if you're still getting your period, you're probably in your 20s, 30s, or early 40s. There you go. Like, then you don't have to put in that risk. It's like you're not in the high risk population. You're not elderly, so, or obese. If you are, it's different. But just a thought here. One of these things, what was it? What was I going to say here? Does not dissuade. Anyway. So you hear both sides of the coin. That's just more information. It makes you think. Okay? I'm not going to say one thing or the other. You can drop in the comments. Some of you have dropped down the comments, whether you are getting it or have gotten it or not. I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm not telling you what you need to do. What I am saying, just like with your finances, just like with everything, what most people don't get is that you, listen up. Everyone fucking pay attention. Stop what you're doing and pay 100% attention to what I'm saying right now. You need to do your own research. You are responsible for your health, not your doctor. I'm telling you right now, not your doctor. I am not saying don't listen to your doctor. I am saying you are ultimately responsible for the decisions you make. Your doctor can suggest, your doctor can prescribe, your doctor can tell you, but you need to either get a second opinion or a third opinion or a seventh opinion or a 10th opinion. Do your own research. If you're not convinced for whatever reason, ask questions. Go talk to someone else. Google the shit out of it. Look around. Don't just assume that anything anyone tells you just because they're wearing a white coat that they fucking automatically know what they're talking about. A lot of doctors do, and even more doctors have no fucking idea what they're talking about. They just simply don't. There are a lot of great ones out there. It's like anything else. There are amazing athletes and there are shitty athletes, but they're all professionals. There are professionals out there getting paid millions of dollars that sit the bench. They're not as good as the other people. There are millions of doctors. A lot of them should be sitting on the bench, but they're not. Okay? A doctor is not a doctor is not a doctor. Just because they graduated doesn't mean they actually stay up with research. Doesn't mean that they actually put in extra effort to exceed in their field. Doesn't mean they're on the cutting edge. Okay? Seriously, you need to think for yourself. All right? Think for yourself. All right. So that being said, I think that was think for yourself. Think for yourself whether or not you're going to jump on that. We'll take a couple comments here. Let's see what we got in the comments here. All right. I want to read some of this stuff and then we'll give away the Swole card. Oh, there we go. Not bad. Super Jen, I'm fine if my goes away. LOL.
Yow.
USA, greatest country in the world.
All right, Aaron, as a healthy person with zero comorbidities, I have no reason to get the vaccine. Let's see. Donovan, nope, none for me. Annika, mom and sister have, I have not. Mike, I don't want the vaccine, but my work is forcing it on us. Can you be forced to do it? I guess if you want to work there. I think about this because is your job worth your health in case something happens? Like, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. It's just a fact. Anyone that tells you otherwise is not being honest with you. It's just a straight up fact. They're not being honest with you. And I'm not saying it's bad if that and the other. I haven't, and I don't have any plans to currently. I'm not telling you not to. This is my personal choice because Mama Swolio had it. I was living with her. I just, nothing. She tested for it. I mean, we just been fine. Few people on the planet focus on health and wellness as much as we do. So, you know, I've always had a very resilient immune system in general. I rarely, if ever, get sick. Even like a headache or a stuffy nose or a cough might happen for a day once every couple years for me. I'm rarely sick. And if I am, it's for like a day and then I'm fine. I'll be bad for a day or like, oh, we're knocked out and then I'm fine. Or a little bit sluggish for a day and then I'm fine. So anyway, it just puts more focus and more spotlight on actually just taking care of your health. Let's see. Michelle, no vaccine for me. I'm healthy and not around high-risk people. I don't do flu shots either. Not anti-vax, but not a sheep either. Yeah, I have vaccinations from when I was little. You know, I got the normal ones. I've never gotten a flu shot. And and that's the thing that's really discouraging is a lot of people think that if you're not getting this one, that you're anti-vax. I'm not anti-vaccines. I'm just anti no real research, rushed science, and mainstream media lies. So I don't trust what the media is telling me. And I don't trust what a lot of these fucking drones are saying. And there's a lot of good reason that you should be skeptical about anything that you're reading online. You have to do your own research. So I'm not getting it just because it's for other reasons, not just distrust. It's just why? Like, what's the reason? Why should you? And why would you? Why do you need to? Some people would be better off doing it. So let's see here. Shannon, more and more things will come out that the vaccine caused. Sure. But like any kind of medication and things, like there's always going to be side effects, but is it a necessary risk is the question. Heather, I decided to get the vaccine because I have autoimmune issues and my husband is a fireman, so he interacts with the public. I would rather have an issue with my cycle than issues from COVID. Good. Good for you. As long as you're healthy. As long as you're healthy. Dustin, quote, have you or a loved one ever suffered complications from the Pfizer vaccine? Call this number for compensation, right? You could be entitled to a large cash settlement. Please call the offices of Deutsch and Deutsch at 1-800 vaccine pain or right? You're going to see those in like 20 years. Like, do any of you have ever problems with respiratory systems due to asbestos? Please call the law offices of those, right? Where do you think those commercials came from? Remember all those statin medications? What was it like? What was the one with the V? The one that was supposed to be for blood pressure and then it gave people strokes and shit. It's like, oh, you mean the medication I took to help my cardiovascular system that actually was killing people? Oh yeah, that one. It started with a V. I forget what it was. It wasn't, I forget what it's called. There's a lot of them, but let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Think for yourself. Don't be a sheep. Agreed. Let's see. Shannon, I'm the only one in my department at work who hasn't gotten it. Michael Hill. I've been an EMT in emergency and trauma for 7 years. I will not get it. This isn't that big of a deal. When the media said we were at the worst, I have never seen the hospital slower. Yeah, it just goes to show what the media is actually spewing. Like, can you always find a hospital that's bumping off, even on a normal, regular basis? Like, there's always these like busy times, or a Saturday night at the ER will be busy for whatever reason, or there's like, it's like spring break and there's a lot of people in town and people doing stupid shit. And I mean, I'm not saying that people weren't overwhelmed, but more often than not during all this, you only heard in the media what they wanted to tell you and still do. Again, just like Instagram or YouTube, you have to think about this because everyone's on the same level right now. Mainstream media is posting stuff just like you would post something on YouTube. People are editing things. They are creating a narrative or they're storytelling. The media is no different. They're not giving you have to dig deeper to independent media to actually get news. Everything else, you're just getting virtue signaling and you're getting opinions. That's literally what it is. You need to actually invest in independent journalists on Substack. You can actually find independent YouTubers that are doing it for, people make money. You have to have a business. You have to be able to pay for your rent and shit. But there are people that are, giving their opinions, but on top of the facts. So I don't mind if someone has an opinion. I have strong opinions and most of you do. But what's really important is that you're getting the facts or someone's delivering you. Here's what objectively happened. Here are my thoughts on that. That's cool. I don't care if someone's ranting. I don't care if someone's has a strong opinion as long as they're giving it to you. Hey, here's what happened. Here are my thoughts on it. That's a whole different thing than, hey, this is what happened. You're positioning it and you're, glossing over it and you're positioning it in your narrative and you're changing the actual facts and the reality in order to get a certain outcome to tell a certain story. That's a whole different thing. And that's what mainstream media does. Holy shit. Smokey, I've seen TikTok videos where people get the vaccine and the doctors aren't injecting it. What do you mean? They're just injecting blank needles? James, since it is not FDA approved, you cannot be forced to take it. I agree. Yeah, or none of them are, right? Technically. Let's see here. Michael, we went from 260 to 300 patients a day to 100 to 130. My God. Shannon, my boss, was complaining he felt awful after getting the first shot. So I said he decided to inject something into his body. And he said because he wants to sit at a bar during the summer. So I told him I'm still going to sit at a bar without the vaccine. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good point. Sydney, everybody is like, quote, it's not FDA approved, so I'm not getting it, end quote. I'm over here like, have you seen some of the shit that is FDA approved? No fucking way I'm getting the vaccine, even if the FDA approves it. You're not wrong. There's a lot of nonsensical bullshit because of all the lobbyists. Everyone's in everyone's fucking back pocket. The FDA is in big pharma's and big food's back pocket. We all know that. Actually, you know how this works, right? The heads of the FDA, a lot of times they were executives at Monsanto or Pfizer or these big or Kraft or these big conglomerates, and they go back and forth between the FDA and government resources and going back to the big companies. That's well known for years. Let's see here. Yeah. That's right. The donuts, right? Krista, some places give you pot or donuts. Pot, they give you weed. If you show proof of shot, so dumb, making people unhealthier for a virus that kills fat people. Well, I'm not so concerned about people getting weed if they get the shot, but donuts are going to kill people faster than weed will. That's for sure. Let's see. All right. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, if you have someone or family members that might be at higher risk, then you have a different choice to make, right? Some of you might not want to get it, but then you have an elderly parent or someone that's immunocompromised, and you might have to get it. So it's not like if you get it, you're an evil person, we hate you, and you're a sheep. It just means you can think for yourself. In other words, don't succumb to what you just get blasted with on the media. Do your own research, talk to your doctor, and then make that choice. And if you have an elderly parent or a sibling or someone that has serious issues and you want to spend time, then yeah, you need to make sure that you take care of yourself and take care of those around you. So what I'm talking about here is just the story we just read, but I'm not holding it against anyone that wants to make that choice. It has to be right for you. My point is you have the power to make your own choices. And so often in today's society, it's like we think we have to, what is daddy government going to do? What is Grandpa Joe going to tell us? It's like, fuck that guy. All right. He's the president. He's not the president of your household. Okay. You don't have to worry about federal politics. You need to worry about your local, state and city and county level politics. That's impacting you more. You need to make sure your community is fucking locked down, not this, federal bullshit. But that's all you see. Every time I open up, and I'll end with this, the crazy shit is that we know we have an obesity epidemic. Okay. We know people are justifying being obese. We know food is fucking destroying people. We know people are opting for opioids and pharmaceuticals rather than actually getting sunlight and exercising and meditating and fucking sleeping, getting off social media. All you see online, if you go on any page, all you see is whatever narrative, whatever shooting that took place where a black person died that can fit the narrative. And let me tell you something. These things happen all the time. There's 300 million people in this country. You're going to have police shootings often because there's a lot of people that break a lot of fucking rules. Okay. So this is going to keep happening. It's going to happen. It always has. But now all you're seeing are it's going to seem, and it seems like these shootings are happening all the time. Are they really? Or are you only seeing those fucking stories? So think about it. If one happens a week, let's say if you have one shooting, right? One shooting that follows the narrative, that fits the narrative every week. I'm just going to say this, right? Tragedies or not, let's say it's white cops, right? Shooting, whatever fits the narrative. One a week, just one a week. That's 52 a year. You do realize there's 350 million people in the country. Even if you have 50 tragedies, I'm just saying it's a drop in the bucket. It is a drop in the bucket. And that's not being callous. That's not being rude, because white people die too. Every man dies. Not every man really loves. Good movie. Everyone knows that one. Fucking Braveheart. Let's get some fucking grills. But my point is, if the mainstream media only wants to show you those stories, they got endless content for days. You can stretch out each one for months and months, and it's going to seem like, holy shit, there's like 50 or 60 of these every day. Not really in the big scheme of things. So just keep that in mind, that what you look at on your phone, you have one place to look at information. Either it's your TV or your phone. That's one spot. So you can only fit so much information in one little square. So it's very easy to make it seem like you're in the entire world. Everything is going on with this one story. It's legit. It's legit. For example, right? I'm just going to leave this here. The whole George Floyd thing. You do realize that's one incident in one city that happened a year ago. Okay. Tragic, whatever. whatever you think the outcome should have been, would have been, could have been, is going to be, whatever it is. That was one. Why is the president talking about it? Why is there so much attention on one thing? One. Fucking insane, right? Don't we have better things to focus on? Don't we have environmental things to focus on? Don't we have China to worry about? Don't we have the economy to worry about? Don't we have, right? There aren't more important things. Let the state, let the city, let the fucking town handle it. There's a lot of shit. Just saying. Okay? If there was a shooting in Southwest Texas, that's one. That's fucking one. It's one. Just people don't understand how many is 350 million. It's a lot of fucking people. One? You're going to only talk about one fucking thing and make this the biggest? It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not all that. It's not all that. Just saying, it's not all that. It's not. It's not the big deal that everyone is making it out to be. And that's because you're being fucking played. Doesn't mean tragedies don't happen. Doesn't mean every single thing should have turned out that way. Well, hindsight's 20/20. And in stressful situations, shit goes down. So pay attention. Listen to instructions when the officers are talking to you. Fucking pay attention. Stop resisting arrest and stop doing dumb shit. This can be avoided. So understand that things are very good, but the media is going to tell you it's very, very fucking bad. And people just can't comprehend how many people and how much space and how big the world is. People are in their little bubbles looking down at their phones, so they think it's their entire world. It's not. There's so many fucking people and so many amazing things that happen every day, and everything's just focused on this scare tactic. So anytime one little incident takes place that fits a narrative, you're going to hear about it everywhere as if it's, oh my God, seismic, and it's the whole world is. Shut the fuck up. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. All right. So that being said, taint length matters, right? Taint length matters. So get your taint gear over at swolenormousapparel.com. Taint length matters. Hashtag save the taint. And of course, some straight fucking juicy taint is now available at swolenormousapparel.com. And yeah, I want to keep on covering some of these topics. And it grinds my gears. It gets in my fucking beard. You're welcome, Lisa. I appreciate it. It's just perspective. It's just perspective. And think about it. You have a phone. You only have so much real estate. You see one story at a time. That's why when people compare themselves on Instagram, you see everyone that's like ripped and shredded with the best lighting on vacation. All you're seeing are positive. Like you see a lot of positive things. You see a lot of stuff. Oh, I wish I had that. Oh, I wish I was with that girl or with that guy. Oh, they look so happy together. Oh, look at that sunset. Oh, look at that vacation. Oh, look at that car. Look at that house. Oh my God, look at those muscles. Look at his abs. You might have, and all that's going through your head, and you might have literally just seen 10 fucking pictures. And it seems like the entire world is crushing it and you're not anywhere and you're struggling. And then, you get into your beat up car and then, you drive to your job that you don't like and then you're fucking miserable and everyone else seems like they're having the time of their lives. You looked at 10 fucking pictures from the entire world, 10, but it seems like everyone is crushing it except for you, right? That's the fucking thing. It seems like everyone is crushing it except for you. And then what do? We don't tell these people to get healthier, to get off their phones, to start exercising, get some sunlight, go walking, do some yoga, meditate. No, they go and talk to their doctor and the doctor gives them, medication, opioids, gives them, antidepressant medication. They call them depression. I'm battling depression. Hashtag depression. Hashtag mental health awareness. Yeah, it's serious, but it's like, it's coming from the food. We have food. If you listen to that recent podcast, 1638, the Joe Rogan podcast with Shayna Swan, right? We have food that is literally destroying the reproductive systems of our men and women in this country and our children. So it's making men more feminine and women more masculine. Shocker, especially with all the gender dysphoria that we have today. Not to mention the obesity epidemic. Like, what the fuck? It's literally everything. It's everything terrible that you could possibly do to someone's health, mental health, physical health is what's happening. It's everything combined. Why do you think people are so endlessly fucked up? Why do you think people that just cut down calories and it doesn't work? I can't lose weight. Calorie counting. Oh my God, I try to eat less. I'm starving myself. You know what? Fuck diet culture. Go obesity. I'm beautiful the way I am. Well, I mean, you're sucking down plastics. You're sucking down pollutants. You're radiating your body with EMFs. You're fucking your eyes with blue light. You're stressing yourself out on social media. You're not drinking enough water, not sleeping properly. You're not eating quality foods. You're not exercising. Like, no wonder you're surrounding yourself with shitty fucking people. Your family sucks. Your coworkers suck. Your inner circle sucks. Of course you're going to have problems losing weight. You're fucking miserable and you're destroying your physical health. What do you think is going on? And people are completely blind to it. So, just a fucking rant. Just a fucking rant.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it for it to be fucking true. But what did I say that's incorrect? All right? What have I said that's incorrect? I tend to think fucking zero. And it's just an observation, but it seems obvious to me. So that's why I get so heated up about it. That's why I get so fucking...
He's heating up!
So fucking fired up.
He's on fire!
That's why I bring the hammer down.
Boom shakalaka!
Boom.
Chicks will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into. And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
No, still fucking awkward. Still fucking uncomfortable. God damn. Ugh. Oh my God.
What the fuck is that?
All right, so check out SwoleNormousApparel.com. Taint length matters. Hashtag save the taint. And of course, some good old juicy taint. Get your taint gear right now. It's tainty season. It's the year of the fucking taint. Forget the year of the pig, the year of the dragon. It's the year of the fucking taint. It's the year of the gooch. Fucking awesome. All right. So, dun 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 dun, making sick fucking gains, making sick fucking gains. Hashtag Fev. Who wants a chance to win? Come on now. Dun-ka-dun, 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 dun, 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 dun. Where's my Fev at? Scrolling up. Who's got some Fev? Oh, we missed it. Oh, we missed it. Oh my God, we got some tattooed lady. Tattooed lady. F the pokey. The poke. Oh, the vaccine. F the poke. Hashtag Fev. Very nice. Congratulations. Everyone say, congratulations, tattooed lady. Very nice. Everyone, make sure you are hitting that like button. Congratulations. Congratulations. Ah, yes, the Falcon wants to say congratulations, tattooed lady. You are the winner of today's Swole card, yeah? Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com with a Swole card 1813 in the subject, yeah? And your mailing address in the body of the email. And we sent you that the delicious Swole card, yeah? Newson, very nice.
Yeah.
You like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like what I have to hear? You like what I'm showing you? Stop looking at me. I'm naked. That was weird. Congratulations, tattooed lady. Send us that email and we'll get you that Swole card. New Swole cards are going out right now. So make sure, I put that back. Make sure that you are ready to receive your Swole card. And of course, summons the Falcon. Remember, fam. Remember, if you are ready to upgrade to Swolenormous X Unlimited, now is the time. SwolenormousX.com/SummerSwole. Summer Swole special ends. The early bird ends on Sunday. Do not miss out on that. Big savings. And they're going away, so don't miss out. SwolenormousX.com/SummerSwole. Oh yeah, that's a sexy dish right there.
He's heating up!
I don't know how to put this, but kind of a big deal.
Well, thank you so much, fam, for joining me for episode 1813 of the Most Muscular Swolecast. Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, and Sleevescast, and Slaycast. In the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Delicious. Oh, we got it now, fam. We got it now. Swole fam's crushing it. I am so excited. I'm so excited for what we got coming up. This year is going to be fucking fire. It's a great start already.
USA, greatest country in the world.
Nailed it. Oh, yeah.
He's on fire!
Me boy.
I got hairy legs.
Hey-o.
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Three-letter word, jobs, J-O-B-S.
Good. Three-letter word. What else we got here?
We choose truth over facts.
Yeah. That's a tough one. It's gonna be hard to get past that one, eh, Big J? All right. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you tomorrow for 1814. It is Swole Slut Saturday. Make sure you go and check out the masterclasses are available in the masterclass section for unlimited members. You can jump to that. For everyone else, you can check out Swole TV in the priority access section of the Daily Swole, and you can find the full episode with the masterclass, the whole rant, everything. Episode 1812 is available in priority access already. And tomorrow is going to be fire. And I forgot to mention, wait, hold up. Monday, that's right, it's Friday. So Monday, I forgot, on the way out here, we got accountability meeting announcing new releases Monday, April 26th, and that will be at 12 noon Eastern time as per usual inside Swole TV, as well as the private Facebook group. New releases, awesome Swole fan posts, and of course, we're going to talk about all the new shit we got going on. Stoked for that, so I will see you there. But tomorrow, back here live on the Daily Swole channel and everywhere you like to bang your ear holes. Make sure you check that out. All right. So we'll be back here tomorrow for 1814. Subscribe everywhere and check out swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole for that Summer Swole special. Peace, McGee's, deuce, magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like.
Yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element.